Hey guys, I just wanted to make this video to show you how quick and easy it is to create a project. And on our page, we have a sign up link, and this sign up link goes to my referral page, which then refers 25 donors choose dollars to me, which I'll then put towards your project. And then that one goes directly to this donors choose page. And then you can click the get started link. And this is a quick way to get started and give your project a little boost right off the bat. So it asks for your personal email address. So you're just going to go ahead and, fill out this personal information. And I'm having to use a little bit of information I didn't use before. So I'm going to go ahead and just enter that real quick. And since I already signed up at my school, I'm going to use my previous school just to make it a little bit of one that isn't going to say you're already on here. So you just enter your school and it'll actually show you how many people at your school already have projects. So that's a great resource to know who's going to help you out at that particular school. And then you just enter your work email address and you'll have to confirm both of these. All right, so then I have autofill as elementary, but that's okay because I'm going to delete this account. So right off, you're ready to start your first project. You can choose a standard project or a professional development. I've only done a standard project so far. So you can choose either one of those and then you are ready to get started. Now on this part, it'll let you choose multiple grade levels. Once you choose your different grade levels though, of course in the library I have lots of different grade levels. But once you choose those different grade levels, you do have to narrow it down to one block for that particular project. And then you just put in how many students you have. If it affects your whole campus, affects a class, however that is going to be for that particular project. You can change it for future projects. And then this part is where you describe your students. So it's going to ask you later how many of your students are on free and reduced lunch. And so this is a place to really talk about their positives, what they love, what they're excited about, and how your project can work toward giving them something that is going to be creative, like our page suggests. So you just put in a little blurb and it'll actually retain this for all of your projects. You can modify it if you want, depending, of course, I always talk about books in mind. So if I were to ask for something besides books, I would need to modify. But so you just write a little blurb about them. This isn't a great one because I'm hurrying, but then you can click save and continue. There are some examples available there for you that are much better than my example, but this is how easy it is to create your project. You can choose from all these vendors and you simply click on the vendor and choose the things that you are wanting for your project. And it looks like the vendor list has grown even since I was on here recently. But now I will say on Amazon, I personally thought it was a good idea to create a separate account for my personal account, but you don't have to do that. But just know that at the end, once you build your cart, it'll ask you submit your cart. So I had a small heart attack the first time I was building it because I was worried my card was going to be charged $400, but no, it sends it right on over to Donors Choose. So let's just choose AKJ Education just to try one out. This one has a lot of books, so of course I like to browse around. And I can just look around. I can browse the site, see what they have. I'm just going to pick this one for ease of use. And once I've decided I want to go ahead and add these books to my cart or whatever it is that I'm doing, I can go ahead and add it directly to my project, and it's going to pop right back over to Donors Choose. Now, if I want to add more supplies from various vendors to my project, then I can go ahead, I can click on continue shopping. I have a continue shopping button at the bottom. Now notice that I also have, besides I can add more vendors with the continue shopping, but notice that there are some extra costs besides what you put in your cart on here. So you have some extra fees and stuff, and then a suggested donation, which your donors can actually take off if they prefer. But know that those are going to be added. So they recommend making your project under $600 because it's more likely to get funded through those anonymous donors that swoop through. But plenty of projects that are over 1,000 also get funded. So just keep in mind there will be some other costs on top of whatever you put into your shopping cart. So then at the bottom, this is where you're going to summarize in one sentence why you added these items. Your sentence always starts with "help me give my students," and then you just finish the sentence. This is going to be like your bold leading statement about your project. And then you have to enter your phone number. Again, I already used one of my phone numbers, so I have to choose another one, and then save and continue. So next is you're saying why you want this. So you want to give your project a title. Of course, cutesy titles work well. I always use the hashtag readers or leaders. So for this example, I'll just make my project readers or leaders, make it like a title and a headline. And the pages that donors choose make are really nice. So just answering each of the questions on the page, and then I can go ahead and write my about. And notice there are some, again, examples available. See some good examples to help you, but I'm just going to get something in here. So again, you're just going to tell about your project. These 2 paragraphs are probably the biggest bulk of the work of the whole creation of the project. About your students and about the project. You can actually choose up to 3 subject areas that they apply to. In the library, of course, they usually go across a lot of different things, or you can just choose 1 or 2. It's totally up to you, depending on what your project's going to do. And then, again, save and continue. And then it's good to add a picture, of course. People always like to see the kids, but there are some stock photos they'll stick in there for you if you like. And then you are pretty much ready to submit your project, but my emails have. All right, so at this point, you're pretty much ready to submit your project. I can't because I can't confirm my email addresses, of course. This isn't on my real account, but at the bottom, you'll see that you have your Submit My Project button, and it takes anywhere from a few hours to a couple of days to get your project approved. So you'll notice at the top, you're on track for double donations if you're a new user. And so now this is the Creative Classrooms page on Donors Choose. So this is a page of projects collected into one space. So that helps to attract donors to our pages. You can see here there's one from, I've made one of my colleagues on my campus, one of my wonderful, amazing colleagues from my past campus is on here, and some other area projects. So this is the page where the project will appear in addition to its own page. So let's see what its own page looks like. So once the project page goes live, you'll see all those little snippets that you put in and the title of your project, as well as in the middle you see that main grabbing line that you entered on your project shows up right there in the middle. So this is what the project page ends up looking like once all that part goes live. Remember, I said your My Students section can be changed for each project, but it'll hold on to it each time so that it can stay the same. And notice right now this doesn't have a double on it, but if you are new to Donors Choose, you get a week of your projects being doubled. And the goal right now is to get some projects up because we're expecting a doubling day to be happening on December 1st. And then you'll see that the projects have a double on them. So that's how quick and easy it is to get a project up, and you get doubling for your first week, and you get the $25 referral fee. So I hope you'll give it a try. I'd love to add more projects to our Creative Classrooms page.